Just like Pinocchio, who became a real boy, Marvel Studios has become a real studio. Even though they always were, since they were a small indie studio that then exploded and got bought by Disney, but now they actually operate like a whole studio, all within itself without too much interference. So with the release of Marvel Studios' X-Men 97, and of course the upcoming Deadpool and Wolverine, Brad Winderbaum, who is a VP and a executive on Marvel's TV side, who also has a hand on the film side of things along with Kevin Feige, was doing rounds of interviews and talking about how Marvel Studios is changing for the better. And he talked about Disney's oversight, Kevin Feige being hands-on, what they've learned from making too many projects, scaling back, and what the future holds. And he revealed that now Marvel Studios is constantly taking pitches, talking to people, starting development, stopping, picking up old projects, just like any other studio in Hollywood. And that largely they now operate like a studio that's out there like Disney, Universal, WB, Lionsgate. He more or less revealed that they are now just like that. They are so big, they produce so much, and they are doing so many things that they are legitimately on the scale of other studios. And if you look at it, it's true. Like, look at the amount of content that Marvel Studios has put out every year. I mean, remove this year because obviously delays and everything that was impacted. They legit put out standalone as much content as other film studios. So him revealing this is kind of shocking because I never really thought of it that way, right? I think many people didn't think of that. But if you look at it, they're constantly working on 3 to 4 projects. They're constantly talking to writers, planning the future, assessing, looking back, talking to their partners, striking deals, partnerships, video games. Like, there's so much happening with Marvel that Kevin Feige is all in charge of now that, yeah, Marvel and Marvel Studios to an extent are actually as big, if not bigger, than some of the big Hollywood studios out there, which is kind of crazy to think about, but that's just the way that the business has went. They started as a indie studio that literally had to beg people for money to make the first 4 films and hopefully get enough to make Avengers, to being bought by Disney and becoming a subsidiary of Disney called Marvel Studios, and now is still largely acting like an independent entity.